All right. Just give me a second, folks. Just give me a second, folks. Oh, the video looks pretty good, especially compared to yesterday. All right. We're live. Working. Oh, there it goes. It's just a little bit delayed. So, how about we just put our chat over here so it works better? Let's take this big piece of metal down. This is for my wood stove. I don't want it to get ruined. That's for sure. So put it over there. All right. Hello, good little Instafuckers of the world. I mean, YouTubers. Oh, yeah. The video's not blurry at all. I'm looking at it. It may be a little whitish, but it's not blurry. That's all in your head, I think. And so, anyways, we've got the glorious volcano here, folks. Just a sec. See? The glorious volcano. And we're gonna fuck some fucking shit up. It's gonna be a glorious goddamn fucking moment in time, you know? Just give me one goddamn fucking moment in time. When I'm high as can fucking be. Oh yeah. Just give me a second. Picture looks fine to me. So that's how it's gonna stay. If it's pixelated, that's at your end, not at my end. And so, anyways, because I can watch it on my other computer, though I am far away from the Wi-Fi, and sometimes that happens. Tonight, it's not happening. And so, we're gonna do some bong hits, and it's gonna be a glorious goddamn moment in time. See, look, I can see the picture myself. Oh, the video look at that. Video looks great. Yeah. On a totally different device. Watching it on shitty internet even. It looks fine. And so, why ever it's not fine at your end is definitely at your end. And so, there we go. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Anyways, we're not going to discuss it anymore because I'm happy the way it is. So, look at this. It's the mighty bag. Yeah, do you know why I sound like I'm in a submarine? Because I am. It's a room. It echoes. There's nothing in here. Get used to it. Fuck. Weren't you watching last night? It would have sounded like that too. Holy fuck. That's called normal. That's how it sounds for me over here too. And I'm not even through a microphone. And so there we go. We're going to get our thing ready here. Let's see. Oh shit, we forgot to empty the yucky stuff out last night. That's no good. Oh la la Michimari, go on. It means we're fucking some fucking shit. Oh la Michi, go on. Ah, nice and loaded, see? Loaded to the gills. And so there you go. All sealed. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Dun, 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 dun. Now, folks, you know not to be trying this shit at home, right? I am a skilled motherfucking professional with years of goddamn fucking training at the Marijuana School of fucking Fine Arts and goddamn fucking Zaire. Oh, yeah. And folks, Zaire, it's not around anymore. And so that's how it is, folks. All our people at our school, they were tortured, raped, beaten, then killed, then raped some more, and then set on fire. And then their whole town, including our beautiful school, was burned to the ground. Oh, yeah, it was kind of harsh, folks. And thankfully, I wasn't there that day, you might have guessed. And because anybody who was there that day, well, they're not there. They're not here this day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. And so that's how it is. And so time to load it up. He come again. He'd be looking like nobody has a fucking right to. And he's shaking me up so. And all I really fucking know is here he come again. Oh, I'd love to see Knievel catch the road runner. And I'd like to see... Oh yeah, I'd like to see the Coyote catch the road runner. And I'd like to see Knievel blowing the bits. And I'd like to see Red Sunburn lay his hands upon my baby. But most of all, I'd love to see them Dolly Parton's tits. Cause they're so big and soft around and they don't make a sound. And how they look remains a mystery. Oh, got my hand stuck in my pockets, just thinking about Dolly's rockets. Fire in the hall. Haha. Oh, fuck. Zippity doo dah, zippity yeah. I'm being fucked up again today. Oh. Wow. Oh, it's getting warm in here. I stuck a log on the fire. Know what I'm saying? Oh. Yeah, we're huffed up on goofballs, you know? Like Ned Flanders. You know, folks, I've only seen about 10 episodes of The Simpsons in my life because I don't really watch that kind of stuff. But I saw the one episode where Ned Flanders gets pulled over by the police. The police are checking him. His church bus goes by and slows down, noticing Ned Flanders is being harassed by the police. And then the police officer yells, "Yeah, he's hacked up on goofballs." And then the bus speeds off. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Help. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Oh, 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 oh my God. Oh, 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 all fucked up. Oh, I poured honey on somebody one time, folks. Oh yeah. And then we fed him to the red ants. I didn't stick around to see how that worked out for him. I had other things to do, you know? Oh, fuck. Yeah, red ants. Jacob, I guess you don't live in the southern United States, or you'd know all about them. Because a herd of red ants can eat a whole human. And there's no way to stop them unless you got some water to jump into. Oh, yeah. They'll eat you alive. One little tiny bite at a time. Oh, yeah. But there's millions of them doing one little tiny bite at a time. Oh, I almost got killed by them one time, folks. My friends are, anytime they hear the story again, they fall on the floor laughing, you know? Because my friends who were there found it pretty funny. And it is funny, folks, to watch the person how they behave when they're being slowly eaten by ants. It's just not funny to be that person. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see the stupid stuff all the time on the internet that you laugh at, but at the end of the day, somebody died doing that crap, you know? But it was still funny as fuck. And that's how it is. And so I had them covered all over me, folks, right? I was screaming in pain, doing the I'm about to die dance while screaming in pain. Like I was screaming because it's pretty brutal. And then my friend goes, because he lives there, right? And he's more familiar with the red ants. I'm from the Great White North. We don't have them here, right? He's like, dude, you got to jump in the lake. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, November. The lake is not warm. He's like, you jump in the lake or you fucking die. And so I jumped in the lake and they all went away. But, oh, yeah. If you don't have a lake, folks, you're toast. There's no other way to get rid of them, my friend told me. And yeah, I can believe it. After going through that, you certainly can't beat them off your body or wipe them off or anything like that. It's a hopeless cause. You'll lose. You'll end up unconscious long before you get even close to anything. And so, yeah, I had to jump in the freezing ass lake at 3 in the morning. Naked, screaming and yelling. So you can imagine, folks, the whole campsite has woken up to watch the performance. Is one of the reasons my friends still laugh about it to this day. You know? This was a campsite called Pirate Land in fucking South Carolina. And it was right next door to a Christian campsite, too, which was also, we woke them all up too. Actually, And so, yeah. Oh, oh, fuck. Yeah. Survival of the fittest, and the ant wins every time, folks. Yeah, you lose. You're not as powerful as the ant. That's how that works. You don't even have a slightest hope in a prayer. Mm. If there's no way to bury yourself underwater, you're screwed. And even while I was underwater, folks, they didn't disappear right away. Mm-mm-mm. They can hold their breath for about 20 seconds, it seems, and they go for it. And if you just leave your head above water, because that's what I first did, because the water's freezing cold, do you know what they do? Well, they all crawl up onto your head. Oh, they do. Oh, look, you got to go fully submerged for like 30 seconds. And I was like totally naked running through this campsite screaming, you know? Yeah, everybody had a good laugh. And so, yeah. Because one man's grief is another person's source of entertainment. You know? Like George Carlin always said, he doesn't watch racing because he likes to watch cars go around and around an oval at 500 miles an hour. He's like, any idiot can do that. No, no, no. That's not what he's there for. He's there to watch somebody blow up, be scattered into pieces, hopefully have some of the pieces of the vehicle fly into the audience and kill some of them too. Now he's been entertained. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's just how it is. You know? Yeah. You notice, folks, the news never reports the story about, you know, the beautiful garden in the park and all the nice flowers there or shit like that. No, no, no. Or Betty's having 5 new cats, you know? Or all nice news, or, you know, the world is being saved in some fucking way. No, do you know why? Because that shit ain't entertaining, and they won't make any money if people don't watch their crap. And so they need lots of doom and gloom, folks. And if they can't find any doom and gloom, well, as you know, they just make it up, right? And let's say they do find some gloom and gloom. They always like to assume death before it's final, you know? You know, you'll always like to hear him say, you always hear him say, you know, assume dead. Yeah, long before it's, you know, been made official. Oh, yeah, because they're just hoping for the best possible results, you know, folks. Oh, yeah. And so that's how it is. And they want to be the first one to say that they're all fucking dead. You know? Because the next guy who says it, who cares, right? It's already, that news has already been reported. So, anyways, we should do another bag. Yeah. Yeah. Or when children go missing, folks, and are being kidnapped, it's like a big story, right? It's like constantly they'll play it, every 5 minutes. But once the child has if the child gets rescued and is found, they'll only air that story once, because, well, wasn't really the result they were hoping for, They're like, oh shit, that story ended in a flop. Yeah. And so, that's how it is. So, anyways, gonna reload the volcano. Fuck up some shit. Oh, bomb the hardest. Oh, that's a good one, eh? Probably Japan. I mean, only 2 big bombs were dropped, but they were really big. But then there's also fucking Vietnam, which used to have beautiful, lush rainforests that went for hundreds of square miles. They no longer exist because U.S. napalmed the whole fucking place. Every square fucking foot. And so there you go. Oh, Cambodia, another pleasant place, yeah. Oh, the most bombs dropped. Oh, I see. I was thinking of, damage. So, anyways. We be grinding out the marijuana. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Cha cha cha. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. You fucked up my senses. Like a night in a fucking forest. Like some mountains in springtime. Like a walk in the goddamn fucking rain. Like a storm in a desert. Like that sleepy blue ocean. Why you fucked up my senses. Come fuck me again. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, John Denver, folks, he committed suicide. Of course, the official record is death by plane crash by accident, they like to say, right, folks? But the reality is he committed suicide. Okay, this plane, right, folks, that crashed into the side of the mountain, it was practically brand new. It was like 2 weeks old. It had flown already a few times, no problems. Not too many. It was like its second or third voyage. And had no mechanical defects of any kind. It was a clear, sunny day. And he just chose to fly right into the side of a mountain. Yeah. That's what he did. He could have chosen to go around the mountain or over the mountain or nowhere near the fucking mountain, you know? He could have made these different options. But those weren't the choices he chose to make. He chose to fly right into the mountain. Oh, yeah. And so there. That's how it is. That's the reality of that situation. And he wasn't like Robert Kennedy, folks, who barely knew how to fly a plane. No, he's flown many planes. Matter of fact, many, been doing it all his life. And he'd flown planes that were, well, much more complex than the one he was in, actually. Yeah. No, just chose to fly into the side of a mountain. Ooh. Oh, ouch. Some people, folks, they just make some poor choices in life. That's one of them. When your mind tells you to fly into the side of a mountain, yeah, that's when you decide to ignore that advice, you know? You gotta like have the power to go, that's a real dumb idea. Holy fuck. I'll take a pass on that one. Yeah. That's what you do. Oh, yeah. The sawed-off shotgun's been around as long as the shotgun. John Lennon didn't invent that. Holy man. Or whoever you just said. My grandmother had a shot-off shotgun. Yeah. Long before he was popular. You know why you get a sawed-off shotgun? You saw it off because you want to fucking carry it in your jacket. You know? Fuck, you do. It's called convenience. You're like, this fucking thing, it's really long. Saw it in half, it won't be, right? Oh, what's wrong with the American government? They don't seem to be that bad. I mean, you've had way worse, right? There's, of course, Nixon, Reagan. They're probably the two worst in modern history. Then you got Bush, who goes around blowing up people for no apparent reason. Started a war that go on for 20 years. It's a toss-up, you know? And, yeah. You've certainly had much worse. It's got to be the first time since like World War II, America's not fighting some sort of war, right? Officially, at least. I'm sure there's still a few unofficial things going on here and there. But, you know. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know? It's certainly the first time in my 51 years of being alive that America's not at war. Um, uh, yeah, I hardly hear anything about him. That's another good thing. Yeah, Buddy's got it right there. You know, a government that does nothing is the best government you can hope for, folks. Because, you know, anytime these scumbags accomplish anything, it's usually not in your favor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I live by that same rule here in Canada. You know, people get mad when they like prorogue parliament. Here in Canada, they can like close the government, but not necessarily like close it financially like they do in the United States. Just close the debating of making rules and laws, right? And if there's a hot topic, sometimes they'll do that and close parliament for like 6 months. And people get all upset, eh? I'm like, they should just parole parliament for the whole fucking 4 years. Let them all go on vacation. I don't give a fuck. Stay on vacation. Enjoy yourselves. You know, have a good time. You got elected, you still deserve your fucking paycheck. And so there it is. Don't come back. You know, fuck. Hey, I'll vote for you again if you stay on vacation. I vote for the guy. We had this guy in Canada, folks. He was a senator, right? Okay, senators don't get elected, they're appointed. Kind of like an American thing. You guys appoint judges. And senators verify all laws made in Parliament to ensure that they don't violate the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, as we call it here in Canada. It's got some shifty language in it that no normal person could possibly understand. It's not straightforward like the American one. And so, but it's there. And some of it's straightforward. And so it's all good. And so, anyways, the yeah, this guy, right, folks? He became a senator. You get this Bank of Canada credit card. I mean, it has no limit. You can go buy yourselves a brand new Rolls Royce and a $4 million home. And at least you used to be able to do these things. A guy got caught doing that about 5 years ago, and they made a big scandal about it. And I was like, when did this become a crime? But yeah, you're not allowed to abuse the credit card anymore and buy Rolls Royces and $10 million homes. The glory days are over. But you can still eat at fine dining and fly first class anywhere in the world. And, you know, there's still advantages to it, you know. You could still rake up $100,000 a year bill eating at very nice restaurants every day, you know. Only the best, you know. And and so this guy, this was back in the glory days, right, folks? When you could buy the big house and the Rolls Royce, and so he did just that. He bought a nice big house in the Bahamas, a nice Rolls Royce to cruise around in. And he stayed on vacation. He never showed up to work once. He's busy enjoying himself in the Bahamas, right? He did this for 25 years, folks. And then one day, people were like, you know, I haven't seen so-and-so around in a while. You know, politicians, folks, they're not the brightest group of people, but at least they remembered the guy existed. And they're like, yeah, you know, come to think about it, I haven't seen him around either, you know. And so they're like, I wonder what happened to this guy. And so they hire some private investigators and ask the media, and try and figure out what happened to this guy, you know. He's still collecting his money, so and we know he's living large. Anyway, some private investigators finally tracked this guy down in the Bahamas. Oh yeah, it was hilarious. And he's like, yeah, just been enjoying myself. I'm like, yeah, that's how you do it. And so there you go. And back then, folks, nobody gave a fuck. So nothing happened to this guy. People were just curious, what the hell, where the hell are you? You know, nowadays, folks, it'd be a big scandal. Like I told you just recently, they got this Mark Duffy guy on just fucking a tax evasion basically thing because he's running two houses and he's charging the one house to the card and then he's saying that that's his full-time house because that's what you got to say. And they're like, well, it's not really your full-time house. And in the past, who gave a fuck? Go buy 5 more kind of thing. But yeah, no, those days are over now. They harass this guy over like things they'd all had done, you know? So, anyways, he sued in the end and won. So, but we're gonna reload my bag here. Oh yeah. I saw Joe Biden has a German Shepherd living at the White House. She says all dogs should be living at the White House. Yeah, kick out all the people, right, Chi? That place is the dog's house. People can go live in there. The gatehouse at the front. Yeah. I went to the White House one time. We went for 2 tours because it was kind of interesting. And there were 2 different kind of tours, right? Anyways, there's 2 different kinds of tours. They give you a one tour, one section, and you pay like $30 or whatever for that one. And then there's another tour and you pay about the same amount and it's of a different area. Anyways, it's pretty high security. Like you can't walk on the property until you've been given your invite and you've been searched and make sure you got no bombs and you walk through a metal detector and yeah, it's pretty hardcore. Here in Canada, folks, kids trick or treat at the Prime Minister's house. You know, they just walk on his driveway, ring the doorbell. Trick or treat. Yeah, what was it? Only like 10, 15 years ago, folks, a guy with a butter knife that escaped the insane asylum half naked, hopped the fence of the Prime Minister's house, broke into the house and had his wife hiding in the closet while he was in the bedroom, and they're calling the police, and it took the police about 25, 30 minutes to get there, which is pretty quick for the RCMP. But I guess they already have a station on the property, you know? Oh, yeah. That's the kind of security we have here in Canada, folks. Because do you know why? Nobody would kill the Canadian Prime Minister. Do you know why? Because nobody give a fuck. Means nothing, right? It's not like in America, you go shoot that guy in the head and, oh, fuck, it's going to be a big thing, right? Well, here, it's like, what the fuck? That's why they blew up the Twin Towers and not the CN Tower, you know, folks? When they blew up the CN Tower here in Canada, it would have been like a news story for a day or two. Maybe a little blink another week later, and we've moved on. Who gives a fuck? Yeah. Oh, that story's old. You know? So that's how it is. Yeah. We've never had a prime minister in Canada gunned down, folks. Do you know why? Because nobody gives a fuck, right? It's like, it's just not that big of a deal. You know? But in America, they got a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Shoot that bastard. Oh, I forgot to fill this up again. Keep getting ahead of myself. Yeah, folks, and you know, in America, they change president like every 8 years at max, right? You know, because that's their chart constitution or whatever. Here, a prime minister can stay in power your entire lifetime, and some pretty much have. Our current prime minister's father was in power from 1967 basically till like 1980. And then his second in charge took over power, Jean Chrétien, for another like 10 years. And so, yeah, no, they'll just keep, and it doesn't matter how bad you are. You know why they'll keep voting for you? Because you're already in power. Yeah. So in Canada, it's like, we'll vote for this scumbag. They're all slime balls, right? Because, well, at least I know what kind of scum to expect from this scumbag, you know? These other scumbags, who knows what they got, well, under their sleeve, you know? Could be even worse. Oh, yeah. So I just keep he can do no wrong, you know? No matter how bad he is. And so that's how they are here. Right now, like I said, the guy who's in charge, his father was in power forever, and now his son has been reelected, three or four times. And so yeah, there we go. He's on a roll like his father. Yeah. That's how it is. And so it's like a royalty. That's why we call him King Trudeau, folks. That's basically what it's come down to here. Yeah, he's King Trudeau. And then we have the Queen. She's in fucking England. You know, the Americans, they dumped that whore a long time ago. But here in Canada, they still like her. So that's how it is. Oh, yeah, the mighty Queen. God save the Queen. She ain't no fucking human being. And there's no future. And England's fucking dreaming. Yeah. No future at all. Kate broke up the royalty, you know? She's not royal, so you can't bring her up in the conversation. She's some sideshow douchebag, right? Everybody hates her. The only thing good about her is she comes from Canada. Oh my gosh. Oh, we still have trees in Canada, folks. At least for now, you know. Oh yeah, if you want to go live in Vancouver, you better first become a millionaire, right? Oh, a recent lotto winner is always a good way to roll. So there's a lot of lotto winners who moved to Vancouver, folks. And well, they couldn't pull it off, you know? Eventually they lost it all. Whoa. Yeah. Oh yeah. There are a few cheaper places to live in Vancouver. Let's say like $1,500 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. These are the kind of places of folks that, of course, have a dead body somewhere in its vicinity at least once a week. Drug addicts and hookers everywhere. And if you were to kick in a hole in any of the walls, thousands of rats and roaches would come out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's good times. Hmm. Oh, there's tons of jobs in Vancouver, folks. Many of which pay, well, fairly high compared to maybe other places. But at the end of the day, it ain't enough to make it, right? Oh yeah. You already have to be loaded before you get there. That job is like some sideshow, you know? Oh, I work at so and so investing firm. Oh, it just helps me pass the time, you know? Yeah. Oh, fuck. All fucked up. Yeah. Oh. Wow, you know, I could have had a V8. Oh, I could have. Oh, fuck, HE. What do you think? One V8. Got H2O instead. The lubricant of life. Oh. I got a sore tooth. That the dentist back in Vancouver told me needed work, and I had booked an appointment with him, but sadly the appointment was after I had already had to leave town. And so it didn't work out. And so then I just, didn't bother with it. And now, but it's been like 8, 9 months or whatever. I guess it's starting to get sore. So gonna have to go see the big dentist. Go see a brand new dentist. The brand new dentist. Well, yeah, he's brand new. And so that'll be exciting. Some of them have different means of entertaining you and stuff like that. It's always fun going to see the dentist. Some people are scared of the dentist, like when I was a kid, folks. So some people have memories of the good old days when you'd go into the dentist, and while you sat in the waiting room, you'd hear yelling and screaming and 8 guys trying to hold somebody down, and then somebody come out with bandages all over their face and blood everywhere. And the dentist had these instruments that looked like tools of torture. And and people would come running out the door screaming. I've seen it happen more than once, right? It was like a regular affair back in the old days. But luckily for me, I didn't visit the dentist back in the old days too often. I held off because of things I saw. And but eventually, in the 1990s, I decided to check him out again. I heard good things. No, I did. And whoa, wouldn't believe it. Oh yeah, it was totally different environment. They had like a fish tank, and there was like fish swimming around, and the TV to watch, and you virtually don't feel anything. And besides the ridiculously long needle they have, which I just close my eyes and pretend it's not happening. Um, they, oh, it wasn't so bad. Oh yeah. And then you'd walk around all day not being able to use your mouth and have to eat from a straw. That's always fun. And they give you that fancy chair to sit in. Oh yeah. And there's always some hot hygienist, that does your cleaning for you. It's good times. Oh my gosh. Golly gee Whittakers. Oh, so anyways. Oh, it's pretty warm in here. It's quite cozy. Much more warm than my other place, folks. My other place is electric heat. And though electricity is cheap here in Canada compared to, I'm sure, whatever you're paying in the United States or even elsewhere in Canada for that matter, it's 14 cents a kilowatt here. But it still adds up to like hundreds of dollars when you turn the heat on, right? That place. So, 'cause it's also really big. Yepers. And so, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good times. We'll put all kinds of lights up there. Yepers. She dog likes it. Hey, Chi dog. So, anyways, I should run, folks. This has been going on a long time. Yep, it has. A whole hour and 15 minutes. Can you believe it? So, peace out.